Martin. It's just one thing after another. Yeah, so I am on with you guys when I technically didn't want to be because now I'm going to have to charge this up and everything. Well, don't get me wrong. I want to be, so to speak, but I don't want, you get the idea. So, I have got to figure this all out. It's a bit of a disaster here, and I don't have much time, and I'm kind of on my own for now until my friend Beth gets here. Then I got to do all the makeup and everything, but we are going ahead tonight. The last little while has been a comedy of errors. I think this weekend is the fallback, but I believe it's Saturday. Not already. So, yeah, you see, I was going to paint this, but I've run out of time to paint this. So instead, I'm just going to put flowers on it. Howdy, art lover. So I'm going to... See, I was going to paint it, but... And we tried using like a soldering iron to try to get this depth, but it really melted, like really badly. So it stunk. So you guys can see and hear me, yes? Saturday night, okay. Good, okay. Sunday AM? I can't keep track of these things. Come on, people. Help me out here. So yeah, I gotta get all this done. You know, that's why Martin said, hey, let me pop on and can you guys still hear me okay? Because you're on the couch now. You're on my couch. And I don't know where Martin put the flowers. No! Martin, where'd you put the flowers? Oh, they're there. And I got these skull thingies. So, hi. What a crazy, crazy day. Yeah, you know, at some point our lives have got to calm down. You know, at some point there's got to be an end to the chaos, right? Someone lie to me, please. So yeah, I'm thinking of trying a different. I was gonna do like I was gonna bake some skulls, like little skull cakes, like I did for my birthday. Well, like we did for my birthday, and I thought, you know what, nah. So how is everyone? I'm hoping Martin right now is down in the government office, so he can't broadcast from there. I'll be back in a sec. I just trying to get cutters or scissors or something. I don't know where my big kitchen scissors are, so. But yeah, the plan is to make cocoa tonight and go through the rumor. If you haven't given the name yet, please do so. I will have some blanks while I'm on air, and those of you who have been tagged are in the draw. If anyone wants to be part of it tonight, do let me know. Martin will probably be joining us late because he'll be coming from another obligation. I'm like, why is everything missing? Ever have one of those weeks where just everything is missing? I mean, everything. Okay, you come with me because this is boring for you guys. Just sit here. You come with me. I'm going to find double-sided tape. Because, well, actually wire would be a better idea because it's styrofoam. So wire and a wire cutter. Or sticks. Wire. I think we have some craft wire. How was work yesterday? Did you manage to stay warm? I did not manage to stay warm. But that's okay. I walked a lot and I walked the trucks and I didn't sit still. And they don't want us doing that anymore anyway. They've been lecturing LSPs to just sit there at their cars and saying, you know, get off your butts and get yourself out there. So that's been nice, you know, to be able to get up and walk and make it work. Or pins. It's like all of a sudden my brain doesn't know where anything is. There was a big box of like these pins that would probably work better. I mean, I have to find the photos from last year. He got out of hospital. Yeah, they completely isolated him for quite some time. And then they ask questions that really haven't been asked before, type thing, and then they've decided they've properly diagnosed him now completely as bipolar. So my brain is still trying to comprehend that, because these are all things that I don't understand. So yeah, yeah. I've been doing some research in between everything else, and he's been printing some things out for me that the doctor suggested, and we're still going to go ahead with trying to get him his own little place for a while, at least 6 months type thing, and give him a chance to work through his brain with the help of others, and hopefully he will stop doing a lot of things that are just, I guess, intimidation tactics. And I'm losing more friends because everyone's got their own image and of what's happening and what we're saying and what we're doing, and people are hurt, and I understand. There's not much I can do for them, but I understand. So yeah. I've got a number of friends too that want to leave me because they're doing the whole, oh, he's violent and he's this and he's that and he's gonna hurt you, and you should get him arrested permanently, and et cetera, et cetera. And I'm like, no, he's sick. Oh, we've heard that before. These women die, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Look, folks, I've been through this because I love him. He's been through this because he loves me. And I don't know where those pins are. I don't know where those pins are. At least they have the diagnosis. It is treatable. Yeah, you see, I know nothing about bipolar. There's a lot of things I do know things about, but I don't know anything about bipolar. So it's kind of scary for me. Yeah, well, this is the problem with, Martin and I have been online since online started existing. We've been at conventions. We've been very public for years. So even if you're not public with your personal life, people still push to be part of that because that makes them feel special, and that becomes a very difficult state to handle. I don't know where those pins are. All right, that's it. I could probably use safety pins. Safety pins would work. But we're going through with this tonight. We're sorry about the first and second, but it's really tough watching him go through that. But you're right. At least now they know. But they had to isolate him the whole time that he was there, basically. Just completely take away his phone, take away his iPad, take away everything. You guys saw the little broadcast he decided to do with his phone. And you know what? I need a safety pin. It might be safer than T-pins. I don't know where the T-pins are. Oh. Part of me wants to move to somewhere that's a better price tag and everything. And part of me is just like, I don't want to move. Can't do it anymore around here. But yeah, you're right. We know what it is now. We have something to work with. We have something more progressive. But yeah, people just, intimidation tactics seem to be the in thing again. And I remember that a lot in the 90s. And it kind of went away, and people were a little more conducive to conversations and more respectful of schedules. But seems to be swinging back in the other direction again. So this is not an easy thing. Yeah, I don't know where the other pins went. Oh, use safety pins. Safety pins. When in doubt, safety pin out. Newfoundlands were cheap. What? Oh no. Once they do things get better. Well, and the thing is true. What's better to an artist? The more research we do. Ah! I dropped you guys. The more research we do, the more we realize that there's a risk of the artistic level of the brain being shut down along with everything else. So that's basically what he's scared of more than anything. And I understand. I mean, you want to talk to everyone because you want to understand what you're going through. But you don't want to talk to everyone because, they're only going to say what they want. So maybe I should leave that like that for now. Yeah, I'm going to leave that like that. Just put it down as a base, as if it's a vine. Just because. I'm going to put these back on. Well, that's not going to hold that. How about the other end? So yeah, it's pretty crazy right now. But this is art, this is what we have to do. This is what makes us happy and feel complete. And that's important, But right now he's having a hard time getting on Happs. He wanted to say something to you guys. He wanted to basically remind you guys. And it's just the internet or something. We don't know if it's his phone or if it's a Happs or if it's a Wi-Fi where he is. But I said I'd rush back and do this. So he is more... Well, no. And that's, again, that's a lot of misconceptions right there. And it's really hard to get through people's heads that no, he does have more experience because it's that whole men versus women growing up. But I've always been very offended. I don't have all the teachings that that his father gave him type thing. But I do have the knowledge and the skill, and all it would take is a little more practice, and I'd be right up to par with him. So it is going to make a huge difference. He is an artist. He is expressive. He is an actor. And they even say that a lot of his knowledge, period. He could have large memory gaps from the medication. He could lose most of his base. So he's trying to do this without medication. And it's going to be really hard on him. And really difficult on him. So we're all going to be patient with him. And support him because he doesn't deserve this crap. He's asked people to support me as well. And I appreciate that. And he made me cry when he did that. That broadcast, he really made me cry. So yeah, day by day, really, day by day. I don't want to. I'm a Leo, and I'm very much, I want to know what's happening tomorrow or next week or whatever, right? So it's really tough for me to do this. No offense, Ben. Yeah, most people don't. It's okay. But a lot's going to change. He's already seen changes with the medications they've been trying. Creative, and he seems like the tech ex. Well, I'm more creative in the sense that I am more organic. I can see things more organically, but that doesn't, unfortunately, and I say unfortunately because what if I die, right? Unfortunately, it doesn't make me more creative. It just means that I have an easier time. He has an easier time with technical because that was his upbringing, and I have an easier time with organic because I'm a girl, and that was my upbringing. So we've fought many years to honor our skills, but not insult our positions, because our positions are not based on who we are. Our positions are based on how we were brought up. So, step by step. I know you didn't mean any offense. It's good. It's all good. Don't make me swallow a safety pin, okay? Am I pulling without meds? Well, not necessarily. Yeah, exactly. Well, yes and no. We're a good match unless one of us dies. If one of us dies, then we have a big problem. Because we rely too much on each other. According to the psychiatrist that finally diagnosed him, he gave a series of literature for him to read and for me to read in order to decide what our next path is. And I believe he's got an appointment with the psychiatrist tomorrow to discuss a possible change in meds. But they said, that they can keep the meds super, super low until he decides what he wants to do to manage his brain. He is going to have to give up a bunch of things in order to go into programs. So we may have to reformat the store a little. I'm going to have to get rid of a lot of friends that, are not shutting up. And that scares me because we have a small company to run. So we may have to reformat some of the company stuff. So suffice to say, we're both scared to death, I guess, is the best way to put it. But no, it's all good. It's all good. Most of the broadcasts on here are not going to be very personal anymore. They're going to be, our Happs is going to be treated a little more like our Happs. We go on other people's broadcasts, it's a different thing, but our Happs is going to be treated a little more like a business, so to speak. So, those of you who are able to be friends with us, like friends, take a chance and send me a Facebook message and we'll see what happens. But really, overall, it's pretty scary right now. I applied to Calendar Club, but I haven't heard back, so I'm thinking they're already staffed up. Well, not start low dose. Keep them low dose. She died together. One of you is going to die. Well, that's why we have to stop thinking about, he is this and I am that. Because if one of us dies before the other one, I guess I didn't say that, did I? If one of us dies before the other one, everything we built is going to go bye-bye. If we don't start taking our brains and getting into a space that says that, he is not this. He can also be all this. Basically, not be threatened by each other's skills, I guess is the best way to put it. Not be isolated by each other's skills. And when people, be clear with people when they, because we could lose so much. Like imagine if one of us died, and it's out there that he is this or I am that. I mean, right now, in many ways we are, because there's no time for us to be both, but we could lose a whole business. And I've been doing some research, and there's so many people out there that is exactly how they lost their business. The one partner passes away or something happens to them and they're in hospital, and then, the brain is saying over and over again, I can't do that. I can't do that. That was his or her job. And the statistics scare the hell out of me. They really do. That one's pretty. I just saw how bright that was in the sun. My God. Some leaves underneath. Is this all the flowers we have? Oh no. I know there was more somewhere, but I don't know where. Or did the cat? Oh my God, I'll bet you the cat took off with a bunch of flowers. Use some autumn leaves for color. I enjoy my time on your broadcast. Thank you. So celebrated exactly. But we can't rely completely on each other's strengths. I mean, the one thing this whole experience is teaching us is that by completely relying on each other, like blindly the way we have, and not taking interest in each other's skills to a level where we can function without the other person, you'll spend your whole life just looking for this person to take the other person's place. And to me, that's emotionally devastating. Think about it. It's crazy. In one way, not the other. I'm not trying to use words that people freak out over. So I don't know if he's gonna get out of there. Oh, my feet are asleep already. Oh. Here, how's that for an angle? I'm assuming you can hear me okay. I'm using a pillow to prop you up. There we go. Yeah, this was made really fast. It's amazing what you can do with styrofoam. really is amazing what you can do with styrofoam. My feet are asleep. Oh my god, my feet. To be careful when grabbing this because all these safety pins are open in order to hold this stuff down. So if anyone wants to come on, say hi, let me know. Tonight, we're hoping to have more of you actually on the broadcast. We are going to write out names, but we're past the point of being part of the draw. So, because I already wrote those up like I said I would. So, but if you give any awards tonight, I will happily let you give me a name to add to the little cards so we can remember people who are gone. I will not deny you that. And if you wind up giving $7 worth, then you can be part of the next story time, which will be on November 23rd. I know it's awkward. It's not like the last Sunday type thing that we've been doing, but it is the anniversary of Doctor Who, and the next story time is Doctor Who. So we thought it would be cool to actually put it on the anniversary. And Martin is reassuring me that if he's somewhere else, then we can figure it out. But we can do like a long distance cast. Okay, that looks kind of cool. Thankfully, these are nice and solid too. Some of these are not. They don't have to be pinned on. They can just be poked in. Here's another. I love these big yellow ones. I really do. Your feet are asleep already? You're up all night? Yeah, I think my blood circulation has dropped down again, which is like really crappy because I worked really hard for years to keep them from falling asleep that easily. You know, it's crazy. I tell you, it's crazy. God, how I love these big yellow ones. No, I'm gonna put this one over here. Yeah. Ah! Okay. Oh! It's falling over sideways. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. And I gotta figure out what the end of the room's gonna look like to fit my wings. There we go. Yeah, my feet have been falling asleep a lot. My blood circulation is so down. Okay, then there's these big marigolds. I'm just gonna stick in all over the place. I'm thinking of changing my look a little bit for my Monarch Fairy and doing like finding. I think I've got some extension braid stuff here that I can put. I can just do a big braid instead of having to do like a full wig or anything like that, and see how that looks. Because that would definitely make the hair more manageable. Things like Maleficent, the wig is just huge and out of control and crazy. Oh, that's looking good. That's looking good. Yeah. Oh, I gotta sit down. Oh, there's another one at the back here. How'd you get back there? So yes, Martin did attempt to be on to basically have a reminder earlier today about the Remember Me. We're hoping people can still join. He will probably not be there in the beginning. He probably won't be there until a little later on. It all depends on when he is able to be in our presence, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, these little guys are great because they're a little stiff on the back, so not that kind of broadcast. Oops. Come on, sucker. Poke yourself in there. Oh, they kind of stay. Nice little filler. So yes, tonight, remember me. A little late, but not forgotten. Hang on a sec. Maybe I should. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, that looks so much better. He's in the middle of the eyes. I know that kind of doesn't make sense, but it will. It will. It has to. Oh, yeah. Actually, this one's prettier. Oh, but it's not black in the middle. Can I? Oh, I can. I can slide that one off. Oh, maybe I can't slide this one off. Oh, no, I can. Yes. I mean, the same kind of flower, so they'll look right, right? Will he be going back to Ottawa or sticking in Toronto? I'm not sure at this moment, Art Lover. As far as we can tell, because this is where the diagnosis kind of happened. Oh, that doesn't work. It doesn't look right. He'll probably be staying here. He's got one of his jobs today is to get a hold of his job to find out whether or not it is feasible to transfer him here. It's a little scary for him right now, so we're doing our best to just kind of let him do what he has to do. And I'm not sure if that's more or less scary, quite frankly. So we'll see. That's about all we can do right now. It's very frustrating because part of me thinks I'm invincible still. Yeah, you go through so much with people, and then your brain is like, I can handle anything, and then this kind of thing comes along, and you're like, oh, maybe not. But I'm happy to have you guys. You know, some of you are really incredible. Some of you are nice on company. Some of you have business associations or connections. Some of you have projects that we can do. Some of you have, being on Happs just keeps the world open to us. And I think if it wasn't for apps like Happs or things like TikTok, a lot of us would have gone, a lot more unstable than we already are, type thing. So I'm very grateful for you guys. Very, very grateful. And that's why we had to go through with this. We had to make sure it happened because I couldn't envisioning this not happening at all. I just couldn't. We all think we're invincible until we aren't. That is like the best logic ever. That's awesome. I love that. This is starting to look pretty cool. Actually, I'm really liking the way it's looking. I guess it's okay that I don't have an excessive amount of flowers. Like, technically, there should be tons and tons and tons and tons of marigolds, but we don't have tons and tons and tons of marigolds. Baxter, you're not going to play with those. Those are safety pins. Go away, cat. There you go. That's poked in there. That's poked up here. I like the color of these. They're kind of orange, but they're also yellowy at the same time. Ooh, I like the way that looks. And put all the pins back in. And then we have our little monarchs. How am I going to do the monarchs? Because I got clips on the back of them. I got that song in my head. Remember me. Found it on TikTok too. All right, these are really, they're really cheap, so I had to glue the ones on my crown because they weren't staying. Ah! Pin just fell off. I mean, they're gorgeous. Okay, maybe if I do that. And take the safety pin and put it on the little claspy thing. Take a second safety pin. About the same size. Poke it in. Come on, turn around, you silly thing. Yeah, I also want to be able to have dinner just before we go to air. I was thinking of doing these skull, like little cakes and stuff like that, and I realized it wouldn't cool fast enough. So we're going to do some cocoa tonight because cocoa is a big thing in Mexico. So I thought I'd do that. Oh, that weight. Oh, wow. Oh, I know what to do for this one. What a challenge this turned out to be, huh? But you know, it said be careful what you wish for. I did wish for challenges this year. Ooh, little cracky thing. So I see what happened. I don't want to necessarily put the pin, obviously, through it, because then, and now we got, what's it called when you dry out butterflies and pin them to things? Taxidermy animals, right? So what is it when it's bugs? All right. I got my water. Got my water. This one I'm going to try to clip up here on the leaf. No, don't fall forward, just anything. I want you to be seen from the front. Oh, yeah. And I got one more. That doesn't have a clip on the back of it. Interesting. All right, so let's see if I can find one of those straight pins again. Oh, that's a big one. That's going to be blatantly obvious. I don't see any of the straight pins with the big, huge heads on. Oh, no. Oh, I may have found one. I may have found one. I found one. Where are you going with absolutely no clip? Maybe, oh, right in the middle. Oh, right there. Right in the middle. Oh, yeah. I like the way that looks. I don't know if it'll stay there. I hope it will. Let's see if I can put that there. It might not show up. Or it might. Oh my god. Okay, maybe it would be better if I put this one on the bottom. And the other one with the smaller head on it. That's hot. You also have to remember too, butterflies don't really sit straight, so a little bit of an angle. Yeah. So let's see what you guys think, if any of you are still there. I am shimmying back. I know it's not the best shot in the world. It's like the gravestone has a hairdo. I actually like what I did with the eyes. It's fun. All right, folks. So I've been on for 40 minutes now. So I guess Martin's doing his thing in the government offices and is not able to join us, or he's still having problems with his Happs. So I'll have to send him a message or call him or something and see. But I'm going to set some things up and get my button gear. And hopefully we'll see most of you tonight. Like I said, my friend Beth and I are starting it. And then Martin will join us whenever he can. Hopefully not before the end of it. Life has definitely gotten interesting, folks. Definitely gotten interesting. All right, we'll talk to y'all later. And thank you for joining. And remember, respect yourself more than anyone else can. Everything will be just fine. Self-love, self-respect.